Hey, so it's that time of the week again where it's time for patch note breakdown. The patch note's already out, but let's go through them, give you my ideas on them. Maybe you don't want to read and you just like watching videos. Is what you want to do. But here we go. So this is going to be a lot of balance changes. This is more of a revision kind of patch. Nothing too exciting here. But Fire Tower, we have to address Fire Tower. I overbuffed it. I did talk about that in the last video. I went a little bit harder than I would have liked though. And it kind of just became Ice Statue 2. That's not good. That's not healthy for anything, especially rookies. It just dominates there. Have to hit pretty much everything about it. So the power is reduced from 288 to 220. The MP cost is 120 or 180, and its range is even down to make it less safe and feel less fast from 800 to 600 range. Magma Bomb, that was a little bit of a surprise. It's good that it's being used. I didn't think it would be used so well though. It's very strong, and with Heat Laser you can set up some flat into Magma Bomb combos, which pops up into Confusion, which is super cool. The only thing I have against Magma Bomb right now is it feels way too consistent. So 90% Confusion dropped down to 50%. Air is fine. Nothing's wrong with air. Hurricane's still annoying to use, but Hurricane's always going to be like that. But Ice, this is just because I realized Giga Freeze still isn't really that strong. I personally experimented with it a little bit with a Betamon. It just doesn't do that much to make it that impressive. I ended up using Water Blit instead. So 10% stun increased to 50% stun, really just kind of drive home that idea of freeze, right? Also, I made its use range too long. It was whiffing a lot. It was just attacking and it was out of range, so it was just not getting the hitbox to work. So that going from 800 to 600, actually a buff. Mech is in an interesting place right now. It's better for sure. Power Crane does set up some cool combos. DG Dimension is strong. Super nice. The only thing is that it doesn't have good matchup still, but that's going to be addressed going forward. We will be able to start changing the resistance table soon, so look forward to that for the next patch. Earth. So Poison Claw. I went into last week thinking with the mindset, wow, melee is really bad. All melee attacks should be super strong because you have to get in there and it's risky and you usually get punished and kept away from range. No. Poison Claw, just go in and attack and then attack again and just have like massive defense builds, block everything, take like 1 damage from magma bombs. Really unhealthy for the game. It was able to start like putting in these really high defense, low MP, low attack builds that would just work. And it shouldn't do that. Poison 100% mistake. I thought it would be procced a lot less often. I didn't think that you'd be able to get in as many attacks as we were. So power over 102 to punish low speed builds, MP cost higher to punish low MPs to try to equal out the stats of the Digimon who use it. The poison proc cut by half. Guaranteed, no more, 50%. Which is good for Insect Plague in a sense also. It lets Insect Plague keep its identity as the like really high percentage poison move. Battle. So neither of these moves actually got used, but it's because I noticed something. So I was looking at Unimon because I kind of was interested in maybe building Unimon. And then I realized that I had the same exact everything as Angemon. Same typing, same attacks. Actually a little bit better than Angemon in some regards because it had the Horse Dynamite Kick, which did a lot more damage. So I was like, how can I help Angemon out? This is specifically for Angemon. And I was like, well, Horse Dynamite Kick does this kind of damage. Maybe let's buff regular Dynamite Kick. I didn't want to make it a damage thing because that's already the horse ones. So the regular Dynamite Kick, 3% stun to 49% stun. Maybe they kick the Digimon and the Diginads. I don't know. Just make them really like, oh no. So Megaton Punch, that is just being changed, nerfed as a reaction with Dynamite Kick nerf. I kind of just took Megaton Punch's identity and gave it to Dynamite Kick. Megaton Punch already has high damage also. It's like over 600 compared to like, I think Dynamite Kick's like 400, the regular one, whatever it is. Just reduced it down to 20. So Megaton Punch is still like this really high damage move that has a stun chance, just not exactly as high as Dynamite Kicks. Filth. Okay, so I still have to address all the other Filth moves going forward, but not in Ultimate Poop Plum, Poop Speed Toss. But again, I got overzealous last week. I'm like, let's go extreme. Let's drop their MP cost down to single digits. I shouldn't have done that. That was really bad. Instantly saw really high stat builds coming out in Champion. Really high stat build coming out in Ultimate too. Just like perfect speed, perfect attack, perfect defense Edamon. That was preventable. So not only are we upping the MP cost on both of them, Poop Speed Toss to 105, which is still low, and Ultimate Poop Hell to 264, which is still low for what it does. But Poop Speed Toss did feel like in a good place attack-wise. The Poison proc maybe we'll look into that going forward, but when it procs, it makes that build work really well. The only issue I noticed was that it gets blocked a lot, so I'm upping the accuracy from 40 to 60. Ultimate Poop Hell. Underestimated this move. I went into it again thinking, well, it's going to be easy to interrupt. It turns out with a lot of slow moves going around, it doesn't get interrupted that much. That 999 power, giant mistake. Nerfing that to 666. But bigger reason why this is all a mistake for Ultimate Poop Hell was we discovered that it has perfect timing with comboing into itself with flat. You land it, and it flats the Digimon, and then the user starts it up again, and it hits at the end of the flat animation. And it could do the same thing for popping out of the flat animation, causing it to flat lock. Not great. I still want to obviously be the super strong attack, but dropped its damage by like a third. Super necessary. Everything else, just a bunch of finisher ranges buffed. Did some experimenting, hit what I could. I'm sure more will follow down the road. Noticeable one is Poison Ivy. There used to be a weird lag time at the start of it. That's gone. Penguinmon Super Slap. This is actually not only just kind of a buff for Penguinmon, but for Elecmon also. In an older tournament, we saw Elecmon get hit by Super Slap and then back roll into being hit by Super Slap again. It would basically just take 2 finisher hits. Not great for it. The last big change is slow. So typically in the game, being hit by poison or having a low amount of HP at the end will put the Digimon in a slow state. Their movement speed just kind of drops down. They switch to a slow animation. Not exactly great for the game. Made poison, which is already really strong due to being able to do damage while being defensive, even stronger. Just not letting a Digimon get away from it. Very unhealthy in that regard. For low health, you're already at a disadvantage. Why do you need slow? Like, you're already dying. Why do you need to be slowed down on top of that? Doesn't really seem very healthy. That seems like it's just, I don't know, almost more so guaranteeing a kill. Just removed it. It's gone. We'll see how that goes going forward. It's also kind of a buff for melee in a sense, because melee builds would just get hit by poison and then could never catch up, and that'd be it. But that's it, guys. Next patch, we're going to be looking at some things like the elemental table. We're going to be rearranging that a bit. Might look at changing finishes around, maybe adding status ailments to some of them, make them a little bit more unique. Got a couple ideas down the road. Oh, and we're going to be considering removing these slot check, which is currently used for things like, well, I don't know, you have Spitfire, but you only have Spitfire occasionally. But Digimon will just stand there and do nothing. It'll speed up the game for sure. We're going to experiment with it, though, see if it's safe. Getting rid of it will let us reduce the MP cost of some buffs, though. Take a look at it down the road. Don't forget, guys, we have a tournament coming up, if you watch this as it comes out, on Saturday. So, you know, go join that. Information's on the Twitter. Hopefully I'll get it more so on the page soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the arena. Bye.